Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra. Well, there's big news coming with respect to Adani Ports. This Adani Group firm is now gearing up for massive expansion. The Adani Group is gearing up for a $3 billion investment to bolster its port operations with an eye on the corridor that connects India to Europe as per news reports. Now remember, the proposed India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, or the IMEC corridor as it is called, this project was signed at the 18th G20 summit that was held in New Delhi on September 9th and 10th. Now this move is aimed at leveraging the growing demand for iron ore and coal imports as well as the export of finished goods from India. Now Gautam Adani-led conglomerate now plans to increase its overall port handling capacity from around 600 million tons per annum to 800 million tons in the next 2 years. This expansion would primarily be achieved through a series of international acquisitions as per the news reports again. Now the group is also looking to target at least 3 large ports across coastal Europe, Africa and Southeast Asia, which actually aligns with its strategy to enhance the global footprint as well. Remember, the company is reportedly talking about funding this $3 billion capital expenditure by a mix of cash, internal accruals as well as debt as well. Additionally, the proceeds from the upcoming fundraise efforts could also be allocated for acquiring new overseas ports as well. Remember, the company is also looking at targeting 3 major ports across the coastal borders of Europe, Africa and Southeast Asia, aligning with its strategy to enhance its foothold in the crucial international trade routes, currently which is dominated by China as of now. The expansion also aligns with Indian government's vision to strengthen the trade ties with European, Western Asian as well as African nations as well. Remember, the group now manages the ports business under Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone, or APSEZ as it is called. The objective of this expansion is to increase the contribution of international ports to APSEZ revenues from 10% approximately to 20 to 25% over the next 3 years as per top experts as well. Remember, the stock price of Adani Ports has already been on a rise. If we look at the kind of move that we have seen on the stock in the last 6 months, you will be able to see that the stock has rallied about 70-75% in the last 6 months alone. And when you talk about the kind of 1 year perspective that we have seen, the stock has seen a further surge of about 87-88% kind of a surge on Adani Ports. Remember, with this expansion coming in or planned over the next few years, the revenue contribution could increase, the profitability could increase, and more of all, the expansion plans of Adani Ports internationally would also be a big massive win. Remember, APSEZ or Adani Ports SEZ as it is largely called, it is India's largest private ports operator. It currently owns 15 ports and terminals. There are 7 on the west coast of India, 8 on the eastern coast. So with that, Adani Ports is already a dominant player in India, having both the western and the eastern coasts of India under its radar. Now the company also handled a record domestic cargo volume of 420 MMTPA in fiscal year 2024. This is a 24% surge from the previous year as well. Now when we talk about Adani's cargo volumes, they represent approximately 25% of India's total cargo volumes as well. Now, as per the data from Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Adani's regulatory filings, we've come to know of this data. Remember, the internal discussions regarding mega port expansion have been ongoing for the past 3 months, and there are experts and Adani Group's management as well. So Ashwani Gupta, the whole-time director and the CEO of Adani Ports and SEZ, also had mentioned in a recent earnings call that moving forward, they are under discussion for further expansion in the international ports. They also mentioned how capex for Adani Ports is expected to be anywhere from the range of 10,500 crores to 11,500 crores in FY25. Also, Adani Ports is now focusing on cargo traffic growth in Middle East, in Southeast Asia, in Africa, in Mediterranean in the medium term, with strategic acquisitions and partnerships that could be planned over the next 3 to 5 years. So there is massive expansion and a $3 billion push that may be coming in to aid the expansion of Adani Ports going forward from here. Do let us know in the comment section how did you find this news information, but do also let us know as to what else would you really like to listen from us and get a clearer understanding on the stocks that are listed on the exchanges, and we'll be happy to make several other videos for you viewers as well. Until then, many thanks for tuning in and stay tuned on Business Today Television for much more coming on your screens.